Welcome back, guys. Part 3 of 5 in our 5 secrets to scratch golf. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about greens and regulation. So now that we're hitting more fairways, the next part of the conversation becomes, how do I hit more greens?
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you've gotten to this point, you've set yourself up for success. You're going to be hitting out of the fairway about 50% of the time, and you're going to have a lot less yardage into the green. Now, let's say we're getting off the tee good. What do we have to focus on at this point, Colton?
When we get to this point, our main metric is to try to hit at least 50% of our greens, period. We have to be able to at least hit half the greens to give ourselves enough chance to quote unquote, maybe make some mistakes along the way because nobody's perfect. But once we're in the fairway or in the rough, the goal to hitting more greens, in my personal opinion, or at least making a good score on that hole, is to try your best to never short side yourself. I know that's very, very easy just to say out loud, oh yeah, never aim at the pin. I understand that, but it's very hard to actually apply because when you're there in the center of the fairway, you're like, hey, green light, I want to aim at the flagstick, but statistically speaking, what's going to give us the best opportunity? So for the average, we talked about this the other day, for the average person from 150 yards, it's 40 feet or maybe even
They hit it to 40 feet.
It's essentially
on
average, 40
feet.
Yeah. So if you think about your dispersion from 150 yards, and let's say that's a 9-iron or an 8-iron, you're going to, on average, hit it around 40 feet left, right, or right on line with the flagstick.
Yeah.
So if we look at that in a big circular perspective, if the pin's on the right, if I aim right at the center of the flagstick, 50% of the time I'm going to miss it 20 feet to the right, 50% of the time I'm going to miss it 20 feet to the left. And that's going to be like my reverse cone that we were talking about in the previous video.
Yeah, so I guess, we made another video that actually breaks down targets. If you want to go learn more about this topic, definitely check that one out. But if you can just imagine a green and you have a very large dispersion with that club, right? Obviously, the closer you hit it off the tee, the smaller that dispersion gets. But we just have to keep in mind that dispersion is very big. And if you aim at the center of the green, that's just the best chance to hit the green in general. And you're going to make a lot less bogeys just aiming at the middle of the green. Correct. And that's the name of the game, right? Is bogey avoidance. Every now and then you're going to hit it close or make a putt for birdie, but we don't need a lot of birdies, which we'll discuss later.
Yep.
The main thing leading into the next video is we're going to hit the green, and when we miss the green, we're not going to short side ourselves. We're going to leave ourselves a nice easy chip.
Yeah, the easiest way to describe it is think about a shotgun versus a sniper rifle.
Right.
So if you have a shotgun effect and the shotgun sprays and goes like this, it's like, okay, what's my dispersion left and right with each of those clubs on average? And sometimes you can, what I like to tell my students to do is go on TrackMan, do the TrackMan combine test a bunch of times, and then you can figure out where's my dispersion from 60 to 200 yards.
Yeah.
And then once I figure that out, and then I figure, okay, my average dispersion is this, this, and this, then I know where to aim and I know where my misses and my tendencies are going to be, which allows us to not short side ourselves. And again, not necessarily make more birdies because those actually happen by accident, which is what we'll talk about in the next video. Yeah. But it's going to be about making less bogeys.